Start.
Okay, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you for this very, much awaited pitch day call by True Digital Venture X. We missed one call for some technical reasons. Actually, I am out to Kuala Lumpur for the last few days, and I also missed on a lot of updates. So before we start introducing, the panel and the founders today, I want to request Sanjeev because Sanjeev made a lot of, changes in the platform. I also want to announce very proudly that we have touched the magic figure of 400 startups on the platform. It's all courtesy Sanjeev and his efforts. We pitch in a small bit every time that there's a call or something, but the all the background work is being done by Sanjeev and someone else that some a few more people that are part of the team. However, before we start, Sanjeev, you go ahead and please give whatever you've done the changes because I've been out of the country for some time now.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I actually have been, as rightly said by sir, that in the thick of things of making this website of ours more presentable, easy to access, and all that. So what I have done is that we have, as soon as you hit the deck here, the website, uh, you will have the startup area where, as you know, you have for different ticket sizes. Only in this Venture X call is the place where you can directly come in without, as long as you want to present, you are free to present here. Other places we groom little bit because we show to external investors and therefore our quality matters. So therefore we have to groom you. On the investor side, obviously, if you want to participate, you can come here and do that. Earlier, this used to be Deal Hub right here on top. We have changed because a lot of people told me you never talk about your investors and all that. Who are they? So I split it into two. The Deal Hub is now broken into Startup Hub and Investor Hub. So once you go to Startup Hub, which is nothing but the old Deal Hub, here you have 407, 6 till date, all the pitch decks that we have received. It's documented based on their, you know, and some of them who have presented, the videos are also there. Those can be immediately invested by investors. Others, they have to request the deck and the ask equity and so on and so forth. What we have also done is now in the investor hub, we have created, we have documented all our VCs also, 71 VCs
70.
that we have, and angels, which is 24 into 2. Each page has, each entry has 2 angels. So 48 and another 30, 40 or 70, I still have to load, I don't recall the number. I will load that in the course of time so that you can directly engage with them. We don't want to become a bottleneck in between in case we are not able to engage you and all that. You can directly on a subscription model use it. Please remember that whatever money that you pay, if you didn't have a good exercise and we found genuinely, some concerns and all that, we will give you an alternate. Anyway, we are running 1+1 campaign right now, early bad, but if you are doing well, we will introduce more. We want to give more value for the money. Sometimes it's not about money; it's how you are, getting traction that we want to help you on that. So don't be really worried on that front. Uh, so there is a subscription cost which needs to be put. On the presence, we have the events now. So after this startup, investor, and the hub which connects them. So it's a marketplace. Then we have our own events, which is like every event that we have, it is presented here. So you can look at the latest event, who are there and all that, and you can choose whether you want to be there or not, if the sector is of liking or not, and the previous event and rest of the call records also are already there. And you can access those call records, even syndicate. But then I wanted to document for myself as well, and you can get it on one place here. Right now it's only LinkedIn. Later on I will add Facebook and whatever. Some galleries you can see. It's like a moving thing. Newsletters and all that, and so on, and the content that we have, and products, various products, acceleration, and whatever that I developed over a period of time and wrote, or the team wrote, whatever is there. And then obviously get the app. You can click here. If you can't, you just let me know. I haven't been able to load it to Google and all that because a lot of questions and answers that are going on. and contact and etc. is there. You can get the app if you want. I will give you the APK files. You can load it on your mobile and it works fine. So with that, I give the dice back to you, sir, and you can introduce the all the panelists, the investors, and then the people who are presenting. And over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sanjeev. It's a good update that you've given. You made the accessibility to the platform much easier now for people, and you are absolutely right. People never used to see the investors on the platform, and they used to get worried whether someone's investing or no. Okay, let me introduce myself first. I am Major General Digvijay Sethia, Sena Medal and Vishesh Seva Medal. Retired from the army after having served 40 years there. Actually, my experience, the lifetime experience, is in combat and soldiering. Though I am an engineer by profession, I am an electrical engineer, and I have done a lot of work on the infrastructure in the army. I retired as the DG Lands and Infrastructure of the army in 2000 December 2018. I've been associated with the True Digital startup right from its beginning, its inception days, and I find it very interesting. Every time I tell people that we are sitting on a repository of 400 great ideas and very very innovative ideas now, most of them have got great business potential. It's how these ideas, technology, and ideas are converted into businesses. That is what we are into. Our aim is also, to be a part of this Atmanirbhar India, where these startups get a lot of funding. We've been trying to do that over the last 2 years, and we've had some wonderful successes in this. Anyway, I will not take much time. I will only introduce the panel. At the outset, we welcome Mr. Rohit Adlakha today. He's been with Wipro for more than 25 years. He's been the Chief Information and Digital Officer and the Global Head of Wipro Homes. I'm really not clear what Homes is. We'll request him to tell us what he's been doing. He's also been the Executive Director with Zscaler, which is mission which has a mission to make internet much more safer. Mr. Rohit, I'll request you to say a hello to everyone, and I'm very sure that the founders today will be very happy to have you here as a panel expert with us, because they can be they can benefit a lot from whatever you have to tell them.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Hi, friends. I'm Rohit, based in Bangalore. Uh, I spent more than a lifetime, 25 and a half years, in a company called Wipro. And apart from being the Chief Digital and Information Officer, I was leading Wipro Homes. And if you look behind me, the wallpaper, that's Baker Street, 221B Baker Street for Sherlock Holmes. So Holmes was a product line created by Wipro uh, for artificial intelligence and AI. I led that business for 4 years, and I was in London a couple of months back. So I clicked, this is the underground in Baker Street. Apart from that, since I moved out of Wipro more than a year back, I'm mentoring multiple companies in the area of artificial intelligence, cyber security, uh, health and wellness, and also water sustainability. Since I've incubated a lot of businesses in Wipro, I now carry a lot of experience, which is especially for startups very, very beneficial. Great ideas, but how do you take it from incubation to being a unicorn and potentially a decacorn? So I help around strategy and execution, helping in investments, looking at product engineering, customer success, thought leadership, and branding. So it's great to be on this panel. Looking forward to the ideas from both the startups. And post this conversation, if you feel the need to engage, happy to work along with TD and see how we can mentor and make both the startups successful. Thanks once again.
Thank you, Rohit. I was wondering what this Holmes is. I was just not wanting to say Sherlock Holmes because I was not sure. So you clarified it. And it's again great to have you on our panel today. And then we have Mr. Dubandhu Rath, who has been the CGM of State Bank of India, a very very seasoned banker he has been. He's also been the managing director of Gujarat Ventures, and he's been there with us for the last 7 calls now. This is the seventh call that he's with us as a panelist. And I can tell you that the advice that he renders to the founders is really something very, very interesting and carries a lot of meaning with it, whatever, the advice he's been giving to all the founders. Welcome, Mr. Rath again. And it's always a pleasure to have you with us on this,
Thank you.
pitch
Thank you
deck.
very much.
We also have Colonel Tarun Kumar, who's also, a mentor and he's also been with us on the pitch day calls for the last 3 or 4 calls. He also renders great advice. Though he's also from his background is from the army, he's from the Corps of Artillery, but I have seen that he's quite a seasoned man as far as advice to the founders. He's got a great advisory capacity. I've seen he's got a lot of knowledge about these startups and about the market traction and how to make these startups grow into a great business. So welcome to Colonel Tarun. Colonel Tarun, I can't see your video today. Yeah, welcome.
Sir, I'm just outside. So I would just say that hello everybody. I'm glad to be here. दुख बंधु जी अच्छा लगा आपको देख करके. Hi Rohit, glad you're doing fabulous work. Sanjeev, as always, I'm amazed by your infectious energy. And Jai Hind Digvijay sir for making this platform so interesting. More about me, I would not take everybody's time. We can connect backhand. Over to you, Digvijay sir.
Okay, and we'll also have Sanjeev on the panel giving his advice as always, though he's been doing it from outside. Now we formally got him onto the panel. We want to make it something like the Shark Tank because the more the panelists ask the questions to the founders, the better it is for the founder. If you grill him, you criticize him, and you want to know more about his idea, that is how the founder learns. Today we have some very promising, businesses and ideas. We have Mr. Nitin Agarwal, the founder of Room Shoom, which is in the co-living space. It's a great idea, great business sense it makes. It's a running business that he has got. He's making a lot of money out of it. I will leave the details for both the founders. Today I'm not going to tell anything about the idea and the business. And the second founder is Harsh Chaudhary, a 16-year-old young entrepreneur who's the founder of a startup called Meta World. Let us listen to both the pitch deck for about 15 to 15 minutes. We leave it at 15 minutes for both the founders. Then we leave 5 minutes for the question answer. Actually, what happens is that hardly that anyone asks questions. People, generally listen. They take some time to absorb the idea, and then maybe they connect with the founders a little later, either through us or through they can go through Sanjeev or go through the startup.
Investor colleagues and founders. So I will be presenting Room Shoom, which we are running for last few years. So we are addressing a common problem for housing, which is basically focus for bachelors. So they face like the people who go for higher studies and work when they move from their native place to a new location, majorly a urban location. So they face a lot of problem in house hunting. It's a pretty unorganized market, flooded with local players, owners, brokers, and each having a different security deposit to allow bachelors to basically rent the place. So there are a lot of problems millennials face once they come to the new place for work or a suitable solution. So we are making housing available and at prime location, which is near to university colleges and the corporate sector IT parks. so that millennials can stay over there and they can basically attend their work and studies. We are not only providing the housing, we are also addressing the areas like affordability. So since we are offering shared rental housing, it is affordable. People can rent a shared bed or a room as per their budget. We are also offering flexibility on deposits and not putting any lock-in periods, so that people can shift easily and giving 1 month notice. So these are something making our stay very affordable. And also we are providing various value-added services so that people are focusing in their work and study, and it's very convenient for their stay. Now, since they move to new place, they want to make new friends. With them, they can spend time and discuss their basically things. So we are also organizing community events for them so that they can engage and make new friends. So this is something we are doing for millennials, focus for bachelors, and providing the services. So we are addressing two segments, co-living and student housing. In co-living mainly for working professional, and the student housing is for students and also for corporates who are working in skill development sector or CSR programs, where they conduct trainings and look for residential partners. We are planning to foray into home rental segment as well, where we will offer furnished room on rent without much services, so that people can stay in a private estate. So we are giving them comfort, all millennials comfort, so that they can stay, and we are, since they are starting their journey with us, so we want to be part of their memories. So are providing best services so that they can stay comfortably and on a affordable rate, and like we will part of their permanent memory, so they room soon whenever they discuss anywhere. So we want to be part of their memory. It's a huge market. Uh, Roughly 4 million beds are already there in organized and unorganized sector, and which is around roughly 200, growing, and market share is also going to grow for organized players who are providing a standardization, better spaces compared to the local players. It is expected to be 1 lakh crore rupees market, and and roughly from various research agencies like JLL, Knight and Frank, um, and Colliers also published the report that now market. So we founded Roomshum in 2016 and started with one of the property in Noida, and then expanded subsequently in Delhi, Gurgaon, Bangalore, and other locations. So we reached a bed count of 3,000 beds and 16 crore revenue before pandemic. However, during pandemic, we optimize our operations, and now we are operating more than 1,500 beds. We have achieved occupancy of 90%, which is pre-COVID level or more than pre-COVID level. And currently, we are focused in Delhi NCR market, and first we want to stabilize in this market, and then we will expand in other market. So why operator is needed? Because owners are looking for a single point of contact. They do not want to handle multi-tenant scenario, whereas tenants are looking for affordable housing, mainly looking to rent only a room or a bed, not the entire place. So that's why operator are filling this gap from owner and tenant side, and providing various value-added services on top of housing. We are basically a asset light model wherein we do not invest in real estate. We are leasing the place and operating as a full stack operator and with tenants and internal teams. Uh, so basically, it's a very flexible model and expandable. Create other partners from the market again and expand our business and like offer our platform to local players. We are focusing on B2B deals, corporates, universities, and so that we have a stable revenue coming in. Unlike, so it will be combination of both basically the retail market as well as uh, the fixed deal from the corporates. And also on the technology front, we are expanding our technology so that we can basically manage property management through our platform completely and will also offer it for our partners so that they can also do the same. Profit after 27 months since because of multiple waves in pandemic, now it is profitable again and we are having the operating margin of 15%, approximately 15% again. So it's a positive margin. We are in positive margin again, and we are expected to reach 1 crore per month revenue next 2 months. In July, we did revenue of around 87 lakh, and August we are targeting around 95 lakh, and going forward around 1 crore per month. So roughly 10 to 12 crore per annum revenue from the existing inventories. So we have various models for leasing the place, which is the fixed lease from the owners, and also revenue sharing with the owners, and also we will be doing offering our platform for the partners. So there are different models we are using to basically add inventory in different location as per market requirement. These are some of the features for owner and tenants which we are developing on our platform. Like market, if we talk about this market, it is divided in three segments. One is managed marketplace, which is like end-to-end operator where we are operating. The second is like listing platforms, do not which are just listing the owner or partner properties, but they are not offering any services. And third is like yellow pages, like people call and get the number of service providers. So this is how market is oriented, and we are in end-to-end marketplace where we are providing housing with all the services. So before pandemic, we had more than 16 crore revenue, but during pandemic it got reduced to less than 7 crore. But now demand is back, and we are profitable again in July with a good amount of operating margin. So we are expecting 10 crore revenue from the existing beds and also targeting to reach 5,000 beds in current financial year so that we can achieve a revenue of 30 to 35 crore per annum. During pandemic, like once this wave one was over, we raised our first equity round of 1.8 crore at a valuation of 30 crore. So this was our first capacity, basically moving from 1600 beds to 5000 beds, and the revenue will also be 3 to 4x, which will be around 30 to 40 crore. And also launch our home rental platform and new features along with that. So we will be investing mainly in capacity build-up, keeping money for working capital, as well as launching our platform for our partners so that we can integrate supply and seamlessly. So this is about team. I'm looking after business and expansion part. Garima, co-founder, is looking after the operations, and we have Samir Jain, Ankit, Arin working as our advisors and who are fundraising and other technology related matters. So this is about room.
Okay, sir. So, myself, Harsh Chaudhary, I'm 17 years old and founder of MetaWolf, which is a virtual constructions company in the metaverse. Next slide. So, what exactly is the metaverse? So, it is a 3D network of virtual worlds focused on social connection. Next slide. So, metaverse basically focused gaming and work. Next slide. Some facts and figures about the metaverse. So, according to Citibank, it will be currently it is valued at around $30 billion. And a lot of brands are investing in the metaverse, like Apple, Amazon, Nike, Meta, Shopify, Emirates, and it currently has around 10 million plus active users. If we take some other games as metaverse like Sandbox, that is 50 million plus active users. Next slide. So who are we? We provide holistic services for development of any architecture in the virtual world. So we focus on the B2B as well as B2C side over here. Next slide. So what if you wake up one day and you want to build something on the land that you have purchased in the metaverse? So you first approach a structural designer, then an interior designer, then a 3D artist, then a developer who can code well, and then a deployer in the metaverse. And then after that is done. So the average time taken in this process is around 4 to 5 months. Next slide. But with MetaWolf, we get everything cleared within the span of 1 to 4 weeks. That is the shortest time in the market right now. So we basically take care of the structure, interior, 3D models, animations, the deployment, marketing, DAOs, monetization, everything. Next slide. So this is our workflow. You book an appointment on our website, then you get an instant meet with our designer, and then after that, the request comes to the server on MetaWolf. Designers work on that. After that is done, through the developer funnel, you have your project ready. Next slide. So this is where we play. We handle the B2C as well as B2B side over here. For B2C side, we focus on individuals who own land in the metaverse and want to build something funky over it to elevate the value of the land. Because right now, what is happening is, let's say you own land in the metaverse. How do you elevate the value of that land? That is automatically elevated by counting the number of people visiting your property. And how will that happen? If you build something artistic over it, people will eventually come over there, and there you have it. The value of the land has increased, so it's a good investment for you. And in the B2B side, we target brands who want to get into the metaverse and do solid marketing over there, as metaverse is going to be the next internet. Next. So the team. Uh, so we are currently working on a global remote hiring model because we don't want to have any location barriers and want to have diversity of ideas. So we currently have people from around 5 countries working in Metaverse. Next. So the current workforce includes 61 people, and this is the breakout. Most of them are in the design team who actually work on the things. Next. Now this is the strategy of diving into the Web3 market. We are going to market ourselves via popular platforms like Reddit, Discord, Twitter, where the Web3 community is active. And we are currently targeting all of the metaverses, namely CryptoVoxels, Sandbox, Decentraland, and the metaverses that are about to be launched by Microsoft and Facebook that are going to be big. Next. So some of our competitors, none of them are in India, all of them are abroad. So you can clearly see that Metaverse is a walking green flag, right? So what all we provide? We provide immediate contact with the designer. We are affordable. We target all of the metaverses, and we provide high quality renders of your project, then commercial builds, then built-in ad network, and B2B services as well. Next. So this is our current revenue model. So we charge for the construction, then consultancy for in case a brand wants to purchase a land in the metaverse if it already has not, then we'll charge for acquiring the best property in the metaverse for a good deal where a lot of people are hanging around. Let's say in crypto voxels where there's Apple ka showroom, few blocks away from that, you can have your showroom and you'll get a good amount of market presence over there. And then we host a lot of virtual events for a lot of companies, parties and all of that, where they can engage their customers and all of that. Then we provide marketing support over there, like hanging a lot of billboards in the metaverse, which further increases the per reach marketing. Next. So these are our revenue goals. We plan to hit around $25 million next year, and when the metaverses of Facebook and Microsoft launch, we plan to near around $100 million. Till then, we will have our own product out, and that's it. So the current numbers. So the B2C order value that we are currently taking in is $3,000, around 2.5 lakh rupees, and the B2B order value is around $45,000 to $50,000. We have even received projects worth $200,000, so it can go upwards. So when Meta launches its metaverse, approximately there will be around 10 million landowners, right? So if we conservatively assume that even 2% of the total landowners want to build something on their land, and we have, let's say, 25 to 30% of the market share for that, it would be $100 million. I'm just talking about the Meta's metaverse. We are targeting all of the metaverses, so you can think about the figure. So next. So we have already worked with Starbucks, Schindler Elevators, Book My Show, Topper Learning, Byju's, Dukan, and a lot of other projects are in the progress. Next. So this is what we have built for the company Dukan, which is the Shopify alternative for India. We have built retail stores over there. Customers can walk in and pick, let's say, a hoodie and pay for it in the metaverse itself and equip themselves with a virtual avatar of that hoodie. And you can see that we have also built some offices for them in the metaverse. Next. So this is what we have built for the company Schindler. They make elevators, and this is an experience center that we have built for them in the metaverse. So you go over there, you approach a lift, the doors of the lift automatically open. You get inside, you configure the lift, what kind of lift you would like, and it gives an immersive experience. When you're in that experience center, looking at this lifts and how you want one of those lifts in your house or let's say in your building. So that's that. Next. So this is a testimonial from the CEO of the Dukan. Next. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.